So in the previous session, we have discussed about DML statements, and we have discussed what exactly the DML statements and what it indicates, and how can we perform the DML operations on your Salesforce object records. What are the various ways that we have in Salesforce to perform the DML operations? And upon using this DML statements, what are the various governor limits has been imposed by Salesforce, which we need to keep in mind upon writing the business logics. And to bypass these governor limits, what kind of best practices we used to follow, we have discussed in the previous session. And then we have discussed about a DML statement insert. So what exactly this insert statement? How to insert the records inside your Salesforce object through programming, we have discussed. Now, today we'll see few more DML operations like delete statement. So let's see what exactly this a delete statement, what we can do, how to delete the records from the Salesforce object through programming, and what kind of statements that we used to follow to delete the records. We'll see with the practical. So now tell me what we can do with the help of this delete statement, deletion of the records. By using this delete statement, we can delete the record from the object. Only one or multiple? Multiple. It may be one record also. It may be multiple records also. Depends upon the business requirement. Whatever the records you are going to remove, those records we can delete by using the delete statement. So delete statement is used to delete either one record or multiple records from the object at a time through programming. Now, now tell me in this case, to delete the record from the object, what we need? Do we need the complete record details or just the record ID is enough? Record ID is enough. In order to delete the record, just we need record ID. If you have whole record details, then use it, no problem. Or else, even though if you're having record ID, that is enough. Because record IDs are the unique identification IDs for each record. So that upon deleting the record from the Salesforce object, better to use a record ID. Don't use record name, don't use other columns over here. Just we can able to use record IDs to remove the record from the object. So that upon deleting the records from the object, we just need record ID. Now, so now tell me, for example, by using this delete statement, we can delete the records from the object. So upon deleting the record from the object, will it be removing the records permanently from the Salesforce or these records will reside in recycle bin for next 15 days?
Mm.
In this
Recycle
case,
bin.
whenever we are deleting the records by using delete statement, deleted records will get resides inside the recycle bin for next 15 days as it is. That means upon deleting the record, you can use any mechanism. You can use either a normal delete button also from the record detail page, or else we can use a data loader also, or else we can use Apex programming also to delete the record. Any mechanism we can use to delete the record. Deleted record will get resides inside the recycle bin for next 15 days as it is. Okay. So now here in this case here, it's a soft delete operation. Soft delete operation means what? Just it will delete the record from the object. It will keep inside that recycle bin as it is. It's not hard delete. Hard delete means what? Deleting permanently from your Salesforce arc. Now, upon performing this delete operation by using this delete statement, it will remove the record from the Salesforce object. It will place inside the recycle bin for the next 15 days as it is. So from there, at any point of time, we can restore the record back to the actual object as it is. That facility is available over here. Now, so now here in this case here, As part of my Salesforce arc, whenever if you want to delete the records from the Salesforce arc, we can use the help of this delete statement. Then how to use this delete statement to delete the records? Now let me show you with a practical and what is the syntax we used to follow. Let me give you the syntax first. Okay, understood the concept here? Now make a note of this one. Delete statement. By using delete statement, we can remove either one or more records from the Salesforce object. We can remove either one or more records from the Salesforce object. While removing the records, we just need the record ID. We just need the record ID. Deleted records will get resides inside the recycle bin for the next 15 days as it is. Now, the syntax. Deleting only one record. Deleting multiple records. In this case, we can specify delete record reference name. Delete collection name to delete the multiple records. By using database class. By using database class, how can we delete the records? Now let's see. In this case, we have to use database dot delete. We can pass the collection name along with a boolean parameter which returns the result in the form of database dot delete result reference name. This is the syntax. Done with this? Now. So now let's see, in order to delete the records from the object, This is the syntax we used to follow. To delete a single record, collect the record reference name and store into a variable and pass that variable to the delete statement to delete a single record. If you want to delete multiple records, collect those records information, store into a collection, pass that collection of records to the delete statement here. This is the second way. Or else we can use the database class methods database dot delete statement, and then we can pass the collection name and a boolean parameter which will be returning the result in the form of database dot delete result array. Okay, so now here in this case these are the three syntaxes are available in order to delete the record. Then how can we remove the record from the Salesforce object? Now let me show you with a practical use case. Now my requirement is I want to delete some records from the hiring manager. What records I'm going to delete? I will pass some starting character names. I will pass some starting characters of the hiring manager name. Whatever the characters that I'm passing, based on those characters, whatever the matching records are available, those matching records I want to delete from the object. Suppose, for example, if I'm passing the keyword some test, then it has to collect all the hiring manager records whose name is starting with a test. Those records it has to delete automatically from my object. Okay, understood the concept here? Whatever the characters that I'm going to supply at runtime, so with those characters, whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name starting with these characters, I want to collect those records, I want to delete. Now, here upon writing this code, I will show you two mechanisms here. First one, a bit lengthy mechanism. Second one is shortcut mechanism here, one line of code. Then how can we do that? I will show you both the scenarios. Depends upon your business needs. Whatever the way you feel comfortable, we can use it, any one of this. I will show you that here. How can we use both the mechanisms? Lengthy mechanism and the shortcut mechanism, both I will show you here. Now, take a small use case. So write an Apex program to remove the hiring manager records from the object whose name is starting with the specified characters at runtime. Write an Apex program to remove the hiring manager records from the object whose name is starting with the specified characters at runtime. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we do this. Let me show you with practical use case. I'm going to my Salesforce org now. I'm logging to my Salesforce org. Now I'm going to my hiring manager object. This is the hiring manager object. So now whenever we are passing some characters at runtime, then based on the characters, I want to fetch all the hiring manager records whose name is starting with those characters. Those records I want to delete from my Salesforce object. Now, let's see how can we do this. So let's go to the developer console and let me go to my class which I have prepared in the previous session. Now, I'm preparing a method. Public static void delete HR records. I'm preparing a method with the name delete HR records. Now it is expecting one input parameter here, starting characters. So as part of this method, the method is going to be expecting an input parameter which is of type string. It is expecting an input parameter of type string with the name starting characters. For example, if I'm passing some characters like some AB, whenever I'm passing these characters to this particular parameter, now the parameter is going to be adding this percentage symbol to check whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name like this particular expression, whose name like this particular expression. It will collect only those records whose name is starting with the character some AB, like as some Abhishek Kumar, some Abhiram Kumar here. Like that here, whatever the records are available, whose name starting with the character with the AB, it will collect those records. It has to delete from my object over here. Okay, clear? Now, so now in this case, how can we do that? Let me show you. Let me write that piece of code. First of all, let me show you lengthy mechanism to you. Then I will show you shortcut mechanism. Now, first of all, check the parameter over here. Whatever the parameter that I'm going to supply, if the parameter value is empty or not. So that I'm indicating this condition. If starting chars is not equals to null and starting chars not equals to empty. That means whatever the parameter we have specified, the parameter value is not empty and not null. That means it is having some value inside this. Now, I would like to collect those corresponding matching records. So that here I am passing just like a some test. Just I am passing the characters test. But we need to add percentage symbol here because to prepare that to use the like operator, we need to prepare wildcard characters. So that here we need to add percentage symbol. So that I'm writing the piece of code starting chars plus equals to percentage. Okay, starting chars plus equals to percentage. That means here whatever the starting characters we have supplied, for that one at the end we need to add percentage symbol. Suppose if you want to add this percentage symbol at the starting, then what needs to be done? I want to get the records. For example, I'm passing the name some Kumar. I want to get only those records whose name is ending with Kumar over here. Percentage Kumar. Then how to prepare this? Here this is for ending. Now I want to add at the starting here. How can we do that? In this case, what needs to be done? Instead of writing this piece of code, starting chars equals to percentage plus starting chars. Understood the concept here? So now here I am going to be collecting this parameter value. That value we are going to be appending to that percentage here. It will be adding percentage Kumar. Now this is a percentage Kumar we are going to be storing inside my parameter value. Okay, this is for starting, this is for ending. Clear? Now, once a character has been getting added, then I would like to query the records. Whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name is starting with these characters, I would like to collect those records. So list of hiring manager. LST HR records equals to select the ID of the hiring manager, name, designation, contact number, email address from hiring manager where name like starting characters. Understood the query here? Now, except the insert statement, remaining all DML statements requires SOQL query must and should. Without that SOQL query, we can't do the remaining DML operation. Only insert statement doesn't expect any insert statement, any SOQL query. Remaining 5 DML statements expecting SOQL query mandatory. Okay. So now what we are going to do, whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name is starting with these characters, based on those characters, I am going to be preparing the condition. With the help of the condition, we are fetching the matching records we are storing into that collection. Clear? Now, once the hiring manager records has been collected, I would like to check the condition. If LSTHR records is not empty. If the collection is not empty, then we can able to delete LSTHR records. So whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name is starting with the characters, based on that parameter, we are collecting those matching characters. We can store into the collection. Once the collection is not empty, that means there are some records are available in the collection, and then those collection of records I'm deleting by using the delete statement. Clear? Understood the concept till now? So this is how we can able to use delete statement, which is for lengthy mechanism. Let me show you a bit shortcut mechanism how to do that. Let me comment this piece of code here. I'm commenting this piece of code. Whenever you are commenting some code, then commented lines of code will not be compiled, will not be executed, will not be counting in your apex characters limitation. Because in apex characters, we are having how many apex characters we can write? 60 lakhs. In that 60 lakhs, this commented lines of code will not be included. It won't compile, it won't execute, it won't count in the apex characters kernel limits. Okay? Now I would like to write that piece of code to delete the record. Whatever the starting characters we have supplied, based on the starting characters, I would like to fetch the corresponding matching records from the object. I want to delete them. So that I'm writing a SOQL query first. Select ID of the hiring manager, name, designation, contact number from hiring manager where name like starting characters. For example, I'm passing the characters some test. Then the same parameter value substituting in this place here. What it will do where name like test. But we need to add percentage symbol also, right? Because we are using like operator. We are fetching matching data here, similar kind of data, similar kind of characteristics. So now in that case, we need to add percentage symbol. So here we can able to add percentage Okay, percentage. Now I want to delete that. So that here, before this SQL query, just we can use delete over one line of code. So now delete statement. No, remaining columns are not required. If you want, you can fetch. If you don't want, leave it. Then we have to use this name column also, right? Because based on the name, we are adding some condition, right? Okay, ID name we can use, remaining columns we can delete. No, see, because the delete statement is not deleting only ID column value, it will delete the whole record. That's what I'm telling you. If you want these columns to be get collected, then you can collect. Okay, if you don't want, you can able to eliminate this part. Whatever the column on which you are adding the condition, that column name and ID column, these two are enough. Remaining columns are not required. Then if you want to apply some conditions, like as name should be this one and designation should be this one, at that time we can add those columns. But please include that already told you. Whatever the fields on which you are applying some conditions, those column names compulsorily we have to include in the SQL query. Remaining columns optional. If you want, you can add. If you don't want, you can leave it. So, right. Mandatory field means what? Not all the mandatory fields. Suppose in my object, if I'm having some four mandatory fields are there, then you don't need to add. Whatever the columns on which you are adding the condition, that column we can include here. See, delete statement is for what? Only to delete the records, not to the table. It's a DML operation. It's not DDL statement. Okay. DDL statement will be performing the operation on the structure. DML statements are performing operations on the data. That means records, not for the structure. Yesterday we did that, right? Hmm. We are not deleting the fields. We are deleting the records. The whole record we are deleting here. Ah, once a record has been deleted, you can insert a number of records, no issues. Sorry. Now, suppose for example, if I'm passing the character some AB, assume that I'm passing the character AB here. Then what it will do? Now these two characters will be supplied over here. Now it is going to preparing the condition where name like now starting characters what? AB. For this AB, what we are adding here? Percentage. So whatever the names are available in hiring manager records, okay, whose name is starting with the AB, it will collect. Now tell me here, with the name starting with AB, how many records are available over here? 5 records. So these 5 records it will delete automatically. Okay, clear? Now, not only one, multiple records also. Whatever the matching records are written, those records it will delete. Now, so for that reason here, we are using this delete statement. Whatever the records this query is going to return, all those records will be getting deleted. So that's what here, this is the lengthy mechanism over here. And then this is a shortcut mechanism, simply one line of code. Okay, clear? But this kind of syntax will be applicable only for two statements, delete and delete. Remaining statements won't support this. Okay? Hmm. Another column also we can use. Here, if you want to add one more condition, then you can use. And designation equals to like some HR manager. We can add multiple conditions, whatever you want. Clear? Now, so now in this case here, as part of this transaction, how many DML statements I have used, how many records has been deleted? I would like to track. If it is an SQL query, we have used a class called as a limits class, system that limits. To track how many SQL queries we have used, how many records are collected, we are able to track. Like the similar fashion, in limits class, we have few methods to track how many DML statements we have used as part of this transaction, and then how many records it has deleted, I would like to track. For that one, I'm writing some piece of code. System.debug number of DML statements used. I'm going to be indicating system dot limits dot get DML statements. And I would like to represent how many number of records has been written. Number of records deleted. System dot limit dot get DML rows. How many number of DML statements we have used, how many number of rows we have deleted. I would like to track this information through programming with the help of limits class. So that I'm using these two methods, get DML statements and get DML rows. Clear? These are the two built-in methods are available to track the governor limits through programming. Understood the concept now? Next. Now let me invoke this method. DML operations helper dot delete HR records. I'm passing some characters. For example, I'm passing few characters like this. Now tell me how many records it will delete now. One record. Hmm. In this case, it will be deleting only those records whose name is starting with the character, okay, test HR record hyphen 15. Then in this case, it will delete the record test HR hyphen 15, test HR hyphen 150, test HR hyphen 151, and 152, 153, 154, like that up to 159. These are all are starting with test HR record hyphen 115, right? Here we have added percentage symbol, right? Okay. If you are using like operator, compulsorily we have to use that wildcard characters. Okay. Now, in this case, whatever the hiring manager records are available, whose name is starting with these characters, test HR record hyphen 15. Let me show you how many records are available. I'm searching for the records over here. Now test HR record hyphen 15, 150, 151, 152 up to 159. Total 11 records are available over here. These 11 records will be deleted automatically in one shot. Now click on execute. Select the debug only. Now it is indicating number of DML statements used is only 1. How many number of records we have deleted here? 11 records here. Okay, 11 records we have deleted. Suppose for example, if I'm passing like some test HR, how many records are there? Sorry? All the records here. Yesterday we have inserted 200 records. Out of 200, how many records we have deleted just now? 11 records. Remaining 189. 189 records will be deleting automatically in one shot now. Click on execute. It will delete all those 189 records from the object. Select the debug only checkbox. We have used one single DML statement. We have deleted all the 189 records. Now, when you go to your Salesforce object, just refresh the user interface. You will be getting only 16 records will be available over there. Previously, we have 16 records. Only those 16 records will be available. Clear? Understood the concept now? Make a note of this code. Write both the mechanisms here. Lengthy mechanism, shortcut mechanism, both. Done up to this part? Done with this piece of code. Now, let's see. Next one, undelete statement. So what do you mean by this undelete statement? What we can do with the help of this? We can fetch the records from recycle bin. That means what? Whatever the records we have deleted in the past, those records we can able to restore it back to the actual object. So whenever if you want to restore the records back to the actual object, then we are using the help of the statement called as undelete statement. Now, here you might be having a small question in your mind. Sir, we are having so many objects in Salesforce. Like we are having account object, contact object, lead, hiring manager, position like that. So many objects are available in Salesforce. In all these objects, we are having few records. Sometimes I'm deleting some records. Like I have deleted 5 account records, 2 case records, 1 opportunity record, 10 hiring manager records. Where all these deleted records will go? Recycle bin. Deleted records will go into recycle bin automatically here. Then how recycle bin will hold all these object records? Because all these objects are having different structure, right? Account object is having its own columns, and then case is having its own columns. Hiring manager is having its own columns. Then how this particular recycle bin will hold all these object records? Okay. Hmm. Basically, whenever we are going to be deleting the record from the object, we will identify record will be moving to recycle bin. Then what is recycle bin? Is it an object? No. Recycle bin is not an object. Recycle bin is a feature. So upon deleting the record, record will not be going anywhere. Record will be there in the same object itself. Okay. The records will be there. The deleted records also will be there in the same object here. Suppose I have account object. In my account object, I have 100 records. From this 100, I have deleted 5 records. But these 5 records will not be deleting from the table. These 5 records are also there in the same object itself. Object contains still 100 records. Okay, object contains still 100 records over here. But 5 records are deleted one. How it will be differentiating? Because in every object, Salesforce is having a field called as is deleted field. That already we know. Is deleted field is available. In that is deleted field, whatever the records we have deleted, for those records, it is marking that field value as true. Remaining records are having a value false. Now, whenever if I'm restoring the record, what will happen here? Just it will go to the same object. It is going to be setting that is the deleted field value as false. That's it. That means here object records will be there in that object automatically. Just it is going to marking the value from okay, true to false, false to true over here. That's it. This is the background concept over here. Not only in this place, even though when you go to the Gmail, okay, even though when you go to the Gmail upon deleting any email from the inbox, just it will be marking that field value as is deleted equals to true. That's it. Okay, deleted emails also will be there in the same table, but just it will mark that field value as true. So this is a deleted email. When you go to the recycle bin, it will go to all these subjects, whatever the records are available, whose is a deleted value equals to true, it will collect all the records placed into a single table over here. So recycle bin is not an object. It's a feature which will collect only deleted records from multiple objects. It will show within a single table itself over here. That is a functionality. Okay? Understood the concept over here? No, not understood. Hmm. Now, let me explain.
Sir, can you please repeat it once again, please?
Let me explain this concept here. For example, assume that. Now, assume that I have an object. This is the account object here. Account object contains what fields? ID, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, so many columns over here. In this account object, there is a common column here. In all the objects, we have a special field, a system defined field that is called as what? Is deleted. We have a field called as is deleted field. Is deleted is a standard field in each and every object which is maintaining by Salesforce automatically by default. This is a is deleted field. Is deleted field is a standard field, that too it's a hidden field. Generally, when you go to the object manager, this field will not be visible to you. When you go to schema builder also, this field will not be visible. This field will be visible when you go to the developer console only. In the remaining places, you can't see this field because it's a hidden field. Now, so in this case, whenever we are inserting the record inside the object, these records are deleted one or these are available in the object here. Already, these are inserted records here. So for these records here, it will be holding this value as false. These records are not deleted records. These records are available inside my object here. These are just now we have inserted the records. So these are not deleted over here. So that's what it is holding the value false. Okay. These are holding the value false. So now the records which are currently present inside the object, these are holding the value false. Suppose after a few hours, I am deleting these two records over here. Then Ready Labs and Tata Motors records I'm deleting from my object here. Whenever I'm deleting the record, what it will do, just it will go to these two records, whatever the is deleted field values are available, for these two records, this field value will be marking as false. That means just it is going to be updating this field value as false. It will mark this field value as true. It will mark this field value as true. That means this record is a deleted record over here. This record is a deleted record. Just it will update the value here. That's it. Sorry? It will be hidden automatically. It won't be visible on the screen. Suppose now when you click on the recycle bin will collect all the records from the account object whose is deleted equals to true. It will show inside the table here. Suppose after selecting those two records, when you click on restore button, it will mark these two field values will be values as what? False. Then it will be representing the records automatically on your screen. Just it will be marking the value from true to false, false to true. This is the logic. It will be available behind the screen. But user will thought of we are moving the record from account to recycle bin to account. It will take a lot of time. Moving the records from one table to another table is not that much easy. It will be having some database operations. It will putting some load on the database. For that reason here, just they are going to be using this logic internally by default. This is the background concept of deletion and deletion here. Clear? Understood the concept now? No. So now here in this case here, what do you mean by this undelete statement? Undelete statements are used to restore the records back to the actual object. Whatever the records are deleted, those records we can able to restore the records back to that actual object over here. Then how can we restore the record? Only one record we can restore, or multiple records we can restore, multiple also. Either it may be single, it may be multiple records also, we can restore it back to the actual object. Then how do we know whether this record is a deleted one or not? Is the deleted equals to true. So whatever the records are available, which are having is deleted equals to true, those records will be indicating deleted records. So those records we can able to restore it back by using this undelete statement here. Okay, understood the concept now? Now make a note of this one. By using this feature, we can restore the deleted records back to the actual object. By using this feature, we can restore the deleted records back to the actual object. We can restore the deleted records back to the actual object. Now, we can differentiate the deleted records by using is a deleted field, which is a checkbox data type field. If is deleted equals to true, that means it is a deleted record. If is deleted equals to false, that means it is not a deleted record. We can restore either one or multiple or all records back to the actual object. Now, syntax. Restore only one record. In this case, we can specify and delete record reference name. Restore multiple records and delete collection name. Third one, by using database class. In this case, we can specify database dot and delete. We can specify the collection name and a boolean parameter which returns the result in the form of database dot and delete result array. Done up to this part? Done with this? Now, let's see how can we restore the records back to the actual object. Make a note of this use case. Write an Apex program to restore the deleted hiring manager records back to the actual object based on the specified characters at runtime by comparing with the name field. By comparing with the hiring manager name. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we write this piece of code. I'm preparing a method now. Public static void restore HR records. I'm passing the starting character name. I'm passing this as starting characters. Whatever the starting characters that I'm going to supply based on that, I want to fetch the corresponding deleted records from the recycle bin. I want to restore them back to the actual object. Then how can we do that? Now let's see. Now I would like to use shortcut mechanism. What we can do, select the ID of the hiring manager, name of the hiring manager, designation, and the contact number from hiring manager object, where name like starting chars plus percentage and is deleted equals to true. Now, any more thing? All rows, right? We have to use all rows class because we are going to be restoring deleted records. If you want to include deleted record in the SQL query, we have to use all rows class. So we are collecting all the records from the object here. So these are the records are available, including which is deleted equals to false and the true. And from those one, we are fetching only those records whose the deleted equals to true. And from those records, we are collecting only those records whose name starts with the specific characters. And those records I would like to restore here. Just we can able to use and delete. That's it. Over. You can write lengthy mechanism also, or else you can use shortcut mechanism also. Any one of this you can use. Now, let me show you here. I would like to invoke this method. I'm passing test HR record. All the records will be restoring back to the actual object in one shot. Click on execute. Whatever the hiring manager records are available, which are deleted one whose name is starting with test HR record, all the records will be restoring back over here. Once you restore this one, refresh this user interface. How many records are available now? We'll be having 216 records. 216 records. So we can insert, we can delete, we can restore the records also back to that actual objects. Clear? Now, yes, including deleted records. Okay, because inside this object you will be having that both the deleted records, non-deleted records, both are available, right? Then we need to collect all. From there we need to get only deleted records over here. For that one we are adding is deleted equals to true. So to get the deleted records also, then we are using the help of, okay, all rows class. Now make a note of this code. Done with this code. Next one we have update statement. Then how can we update the records? We'll see in tomorrow's session. Update statement will take completely one session here, or more than one session also, because in most of the cases in the real time we are using update statement. It's not straightforward. It is having some steps are available. How to use those steps to update the records inside your object, we'll see in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we are having the session as usual here. Tomorrow we'll see the concept of update statement. Okay. Now do the practice on these features here. Don't make the things pending. Try to complete as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.